Let's say, hypothetically, that I, Ben Shapiro, made a movie. Jesus Christ, that was a really, really bad Ben Shapiro impression. I am so sorry you guys had to hear that. Anyway, you don't have to imagine anymore, Ben, because you did it. You fucking made a movie, you little rascal. And it's one of the worst things I've ever fucking seen. In case you don't know who Ben Shapiro is, he is a right-wing political pundit who is known for his famous catchphrase, "Facts don't care about your feelings," and then says the stupidest shit I've ever heard in my entire life. He's like if you took almost every single thing I hate in my life and just squished it into one tiny little fun-sized 37-year-old man. But as much as I wish it was, this video is not on Ben Shapiro. It's about the pile of dog shit that he calls Run, Hide, Fight. Run, Hide, Fight is named after a training video of what people should do in case of an active shooter incident. A lot of my RA friends had to watch it for training, and it's fucking crazy. The movie, on the other hand, offers absolutely nothing new to the table. One look at the poster and you basically know everything that's going to happen in this movie. I also can't stress how much of a ripoff this movie is, because if you've seen Die Hard, you've also seen this movie. So Ben Shapiro's media company, The Daily Wire, produced this movie, and the only way to view it is on their website. But wait, there's more. You also have to create an account. But wait, there's more. It costs $14 a month to literally do anything worth visiting the website for. But wait, there's more. Because if you decide not to pay the $14, Ben Shapiro will send you emails begging you to join, and also bullshit race-baiting articles written by none other than Mr. Ben If Your House Floods Just Move Shapiro until you finally break down because you really want to make a video. Like I said before, Run, Hide, Fight is a straight ripoff of Die Hard, but with one big twist. It takes place during a school shooting. That's right. Ben Shapiro thought the best thing for him to produce as his first movie would be an action thriller that takes place during the very real-to-life events where children are brutally murdered in one of the only places they should feel safe in. Nice job, Ben. I can see the IQ that you're so proud of working real hard on this one. The Daily Wire wanted to produce this movie because they were sick and tired of the left running the media, which just seems like a very backwards way to be anti-Semitic. But Connor, Ben Shapiro is Jewish. Okay, and he literally said that any Jew that voted for Obama was a Jew in name only. I don't know about you, but that seems pretty anti-Semitic to me. Anyway, they wanted to produce a conservative movie for a conservative audience. And I guess they succeeded with half of that goal, considering the movie is only available to view on their conservative website, so the majority of the people watching it are conservatives, or just crazy people like me. This would explain why it currently has a 25% critics rating on Rotten Tomatoes, but an audience score of 95%. Now you probably want to start seeing what this gosh dang movie's about. And to that I say, whoa, hold on there, buddy, because I'm going to put a big old fat content warning right here. I'm going to be talking about a lot of sensitive topics in this video, like mass shootings, sexual assault, and an array of mental health issues. So as they said in some shows that I was too scared to watch as a kid, viewer discretion is advised. Alright, let's fucking get this over with.
Whores in this house. There's some whores in this house.
In between breath, take the shot.
First scene is the main character Zoe hunting with her father. They shoot a deer, but the deer doesn't die from the shot, so Zoe over here smashes its head in with a rock. So you just know she's a badass who doesn't give no shits. Or she just has a lot of regressed trauma, which is pouring out in the form of aggression towards other living creatures. Turns out the second one is correct, because Zoe is haunted by her dead mother's ghost throughout the entire movie, and it's really not that important, so I'm just going to say that here, and I'm not going to mention it again. This makes her understandably angry all of the time, and her father finds an opportunity to make her feel as if her trauma doesn't matter, while also comparing her to the people that he served with in the military. He's saying that she's crazy. Zoe's best friend is Lewis. He's black, and his first line is a joke about how he isn't breaking into their house. Because, you know...
Sorry, not breaking, just entering.
He's black, and her father is almost definitely racist. Not to mention that Lewis seems pretty scared of her father, so that's setting off all of my he's racist bells.
They're like Roman soldiers who don't realize that their empire is crumbling in just a few days.
Or they do realize it, and they're totally freaking out.
That is what we like to call not so subtle foreshadowing. So Zoe and Lewis are run off the road, and they see one of their classmates putting some shit in the ground, but they brush it off because it's senior prank day. So they just figure it's a prank.
This is high school.
Nothing that happens here matters in the real world. Got it?
Yeah.
Holy fuck, this movie just does not miss an opportunity to punch you in the face with obvious subtext and foreshadowing. I am 10 minutes into this movie, and I already can't take it.
Simmer down and get back to business.
As much as I want to keep stopping to show you all the terrible pieces of foreshadowing, I'm going to make this the last one. Ah, yes, the classic. I'm so cool, I'm just going to punch my locker until it opens. Remember that thing that was planted in the ground by that weird kid? Yeah, it turns out it was a bomb. Whoever would have guessed that? Jesus Christ. Zoe and Lewis are in the cafeteria and they're arguing over going to prom because, surprise, surprise, Zoe doesn't want to go because she's the tough girl and tough girl don't want to go prom. Then Lewis spills a hug on her, and by hug I mean like those little barrels full of juice that are like really fucking good for no reason. Zoe goes into the bathroom to dry off her dad's old military jacket because she wears it to school. And the only way a female character can be a badass is if her father was in the military and she wears his cute little jacket. There's a girl in the bathroom who's doing some weird shit in the ceiling, and Zoe's like, "Oh, did you lose something?"
Hey, you lose something over here?
In the ceiling. So Zoe being in the bathroom turns out to be a huge coinky-dink because right then, the school shooters drive a truck through the cafeteria window, which apparently she can't hear over the hand dryer. So the first kid who's murdered is hit by the truck, but if you look closely at the frame before, there's literally nobody getting hit by the truck at all. He just magically appeared under the truck. I also think he's supposed to be a friend of Zoe and Lewis who had like 2 lines a minute before he died, and the only reason I know it's him is because they put him in a bright blue hoodie. Turns out the girl who was doing weird shit in the bathroom is one of the school shooters. Who would have ever thought? There's also this other kid who dropped off a backpack in the main office. I wonder what that would be. So we have Bomb on the Ground guy, bathroom girl, and main office guy. You may be asking who the ringleader of all of this is, and that's when Tristan comes in.
Trigger warning.
Ben, I thought you liked this movie because it was conservative. Yet the first line the main villain has is mocking something that you mock. So apparently Zoe can't hear gunshots over hand dryers either. So Tristan and the bathroom girl are dating. Almost like... No. I'm not going to make that comparison.
Go fuck yourself.
All right, listen up, and well, you just might survive.
Okay, never mind. They are literally the Joker and Harley Quinn. So I'm just going to call him that for the rest of the video. So apparently Bomb on the Ground guy is playing the role of the bumbling fool, because every good villain has a bumbling fool for a sidekick. Zoe escapes the bathroom through the panel that Harley Quinn was in before, and the Joker tells everyone to take out their phones and call their parents. Zoe crashes through the roof into the kitchen, and the Joker tells Bomb on the Ground guy to go kill her. But Bomb on the Ground guy finds a lunch lady and kills her instead.
I'm here. You should be ashamed.
So the Joker calls the main office, and literally nobody knows that there's an active shooter in the school. How the fuck does nobody outside the cafeteria hear the gunshots? Do the people that make this movie not know how loud guns are? And here I thought conservatives were supposed to love guns. If this was real life, which apparently this is supposed to be like, literally everybody in the school would have heard it and they would have escaped or gone into lockdown. Okay, so I didn't show this for obvious reasons, but a couple of minutes before this happens, Zoe is cradling someone in the bathroom who's just been shot and she's covered in blood. So why is there no blood on her costume? I've gotten bloodstains on my shirts from little tiny cuts on my finger, and you're telling me her clothes are completely fine even though she was cradling a bloody fucking corpse? She must have magic clothes. So Joker wants everybody to live stream what's happening because he wants all the attention he can get from the outside world.
Well, if it isn't our friendly old neighborhood security guard. As if it's not sad enough that they're only paying him $12 an hour to protect our school, they expect you to do it without a fucking gun?
Ben, what are you doing? That's literally your talking point. Why the fuck does the bad guy have your talking point if you produced this movie because it made conservatives look good?
And I threatened you. I threatened you with expulsion.
It's also right.
Instead of trying harder to understand you.
So we find out that the Joker is shooting up the school because the principal threatened him with expulsion. Okay, what does showing the security guard pissing his pants add to the story other than what I assume was supposed to be a cheap joke? So Lewis is now the main camera guy for the Joker, and he's filming everything the Joker is doing up close because he runs like one of the social media accounts for schools, and he's got like over 1,000 views currently.
It's not that hard to build a wall.
Really? A border wall joke? This dude is literally a conservative. So Zoe and one of the side character friends that she has is saving a classroom, and they're all escaping through the window, and Zoe pulls the fire alarm to get everybody out of the school, which I'm surprised anybody heard, considering they're all fucking deaf. Harley Quinn smashes the fire alarm box so the alarm stops working, and then she like shuts all the lights off, but the teachers are like, all right, just go back to class. Obviously, there's no fire. But I guess nothing is a red flag to these fucking teachers. So the chief of police, or whatever his title is basically refusing to send a squad to the school because he doesn't know the full situation yet, and they're still trying to put out the fires that were caused by the bombs that were planted earlier in the movie. And then the police just go to the school anyway, because nothing in this movie makes any fucking sense. So a bunch of cops see Zoe trying to help other people, and they yell at her to go back to her classroom, but right then, the backpack that was in the main office fucking blows up. The bomb kills both cops, but not Zoe. And do you know why? Because Zoe's got magic clothes. So it turns out that the Joker isn't just doing this because he was gonna get expelled, he also just wants to be really fucking famous. Harley Quinn is doing this because the cops took her weed.
This is for stealing all my weed.
Yes. I also remember the news story where the girl killed her classmates because she ran out of weed. Harley Quinn doesn't see Zoe next to the dead cops because either A, she's playing dead, or B, Zoe's magic clothes make her invisible. I guess it's not the magic clothes thing because a few minutes later, Harley Quinn shoots Zoe in the fucking leg. So Zoe's magic clothes can save her from bloodstains, but not getting shot in the leg? Interesting choice from the director. The Joker leaves the cafeteria with main office bomb guy, and everybody's left with bomb in the ground guy. I'm confused because isn't he supposed to be the stupid one? Like, why would the Joker leave him with everybody? Does he not know how easy it would be for everybody to gang up on one person and leave?
Quítate la blusa.
So this kid jokes about how we need a border wall, says that officers should have guns in the schools, makes fun of trigger warnings, and is now racist and sexually harassing a teacher? What part of this movie did Ben think was pro-conservative? Anyway, I'm pretty sure this is just an excuse to get someone who is of age in the movie to take off their clothes, because it wouldn't be an action thriller without a pair of tits. While all of this is happening, Zoe is able to get a hold of Harley Quinn's gun by tackling her in a room full of balloons that was one of the pranks from Prank Day. And she does all of this while she has a gaping hole in her leg. Well, I guess the magic clothes do work after all. Anyway, Zoe fucking shoots Harley Quinn in the head.
No, he left me in charge. Not you. No, this is my body. No.
So I was wrong. Bomb in the ground guy isn't dumb. He's just a walking, talking stereotype of a person with schizophrenia. This character only exists to make people scared of people with schizophrenia.
Yeah, no, not right now, okay? There's still a lot to get done.
You don't love me anymore. You've moved on to my sister.
I love you and Anna both equally.
Okay, so the Joker is dating both Harley Quinn and Bomb in the Ground guy, who is Harley Quinn's brother. And if they're all dating each other, does that mean that they, like, do stuff together? Because if it does, hey, that's just some more conservative stuff that these school shooters do.
I did that, you bitch!
You know, I couldn't put my finger on it until right now, but main office dude kind of looks like Woody from The Sweet Life on Deck.
Anna, what the fuck? Speak.
Okay, so my question is, how did she have time to set up this Home Alone style trap? Anyway, she knocks him out with a fire extinguisher and handcuffs him in the auditorium. So this is where we find out that the reason main office guy is shooting up the school is because he was pantsed in 6th grade.
6th grade, Chloe Poole and AJ Turner sneak up and pull my pants down in front of assembly, but they also get my underwear.
That's what this is about?
Don't.
Oh, sorry. Have I belittled your motivation for cold-blooded murder?
Just want me to say what you already know.
Kip, I personally hope you rot in here!
You know, I'm really glad that the director and writer thought that this was a legit reason to why people commit acts of violence.
Everyone after me naked!
Zoe starts delivering a monologue to the main office bomb guy about how she only knew one thing about the girl that died in her arms, and it really helped me understand a big problem that I have with this movie.
This girl, Amy Kim, died in my arms on a bathroom floor today. And all I know about her is that she liked horses.
We have absolutely no connection with the students that have been murdered, and they're treated like nothing but casualties in a movie, which they are. There are real people who have died in school shootings, and this movie chooses to focus on glorifying school shootings through the eyes of someone we view as a hero. And by having no connection to the students in this movie, we don't care that they've died. And that's not just terrible writing, it's also terrible ethics. I still have 40 minutes left of this movie. The rest of this movie is just the same bullshit we've seen before in action movies. There's the obligatory phone call with the police and the bad guy, where the bad guy reveals his entire plan and reasons as to why he is the way he is.
I will take.
Oh, large Hawaiian pizza, easy on the cheese, please, as I am dairy sensitive.
Is that what this is all about, Tristan? A lunch order?
There's the conversation via walkie-talkie between the good guy and the bad guy, which I like to call the yippee-ki-yay motherfucker scene.
Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker.
Really made a mess of things, Zoe. You really pissed in my cornflakes.
And then, of course, there's the come see me right now, or I'm gonna kill everybody scene.
And to help motivate you, I'm gonna kill one person in this room every 5 minutes.
You don't show your face.
This dude is literally the Joker. And it's sad, because I know somebody else who worked on this film who's been compared to the Joker before.
Process, but you know, let's...
Connor!
Hey, that's my name!
Right now, you're just a sad, fat kid everyone in the world will hate.
Well, that's rude, Zoe.
Do you want that to be your legacy? Okay, good. Come on.
Okay, so now this movie has officially lost me. Zoe is literally trusting one of the school shooters to help her. Why? Because they had a heart-to-heart earlier? So we're just gonna let this kid who killed innocent people have a fucking redemption arc? I guess so, because he confronts the Joker and Bomb in the Ground guy, but guess what? He gets fucking killed.
Put it down.
You put it down, asshole! Fuck you!
Zoe escapes with Lewis, but Lewis has also been shot and can't run. Once they're hidden from the Joker, they share a kiss in the middle of a school shooting, because it's not an action thriller unless the two main characters kiss. So right after all of that, Lewis tells Zoe that the truck in the cafeteria is rigged with explosives and it's gonna blow up. Zoe runs into the chem lab and is followed in by Bomb in the Ground guy. So Zoe throws some acid into his face and then tries to talk to him about like a puzzle or a code that's a part of his schizophrenia, and that doesn't work. So Bomb in the Ground guy is now going to kill Zoe.
Oh, it was the symbols! That's how I changed the pattern!
Oh, yeah?
I can show you the way out.
That's exactly what they told me you'd say.
But right as he's going to kill her, he gets shot in the head by Zoe's father, who is in the woods with a sniper rifle.
There, reload! Hands up! Hands up! Don't your hands!
So Zoe goes back to the cafeteria and she's able to get everybody out before the bomb goes off. And then she gets the truck out of the cafeteria 3 seconds before it blows up. Which also doesn't make any sense, because kids were literally just leaving through the cafeteria window that's been smashed, and that's where the truck goes. So, like, realistically, if the truck was going to go back over there and explode, it would have killed some kids, and then Zoe would be responsible for some of the deaths. So Zoe's now running down the hallway trying to find the Joker, and then boom, another bomb goes off, supposedly killing the Joker and a hostage that he had with him. She is then arrested by the SWAT team because they don't know who she is, but instead of getting her immediate medical attention, you know, because she has a fucking hole in her leg, they throw her in the back of a SWAT van. The chief, of course, knows exactly who she is because of all of the live streams, so he lets her out. So Zoe goes to see her father, who's in the back of a police car, for, you know, murdering a suspect. Zoe finds out that Lewis is gonna be okay, but then plot twist! Did I say that loud enough? She sees the Joker running away into the woods and she chases him down with her dad's sniper rifle, because obviously she knows how to use it. And boom, shoots the Joker right in the chest. See, look? He literally is the Joker. Zoe then goes to smashing his head with a rock like she did in the beginning of the movie to the deer, but then decides to just let him suffer. And that's the end of the fucking movie. Oh, thank God.
Wet ass P-word. Make that pullout game weak.
I am not remotely surprised that Ben Shapiro produced this garbage. I mean, he literally thinks that The Rise of Skywalker is better than The Last Jedi. I'm not surprised because Ben Shapiro literally defended mass shooter Kyle Rittenhouse. I'm not surprised because Ben Shapiro preaches his morals all day long, but then never actually cares about anybody other than himself and his own profit. The one thing that I didn't expect is the blatant copy and paste of the Die Hard plot. Ben Shapiro has spent his entire career sending thoughts and prayers to school shooting victims, while also advocating against any policy that would prevent school shootings from happening in the first place, except the obviously stupid idea that is giving teachers guns. Just to add more oil to the fire, a member of his party who was elected to Congress has said that she believes school shootings are fake and school shooting survivors are actors. So if that doesn't sum up Ben Shapiro and conservatives, I don't know what will. This movie is a slap in the face to mass shooting survivors and victims everywhere, and I'm disgusted that we are at a place in the United States of America that children being shot in school is so normalized that people actually thought it would be a good idea for a popcorn action movie. This movie is terrible. Don't watch it. If I had to say one positive thing about it, it would be that some of the acting is pretty good, especially the actor that plays Lewis. I really hope I get to see him in some better projects in the future. He truly was a light in the steaming pile of horse shit. Alright, that's gonna be it for me today. Do you think Ben Shapiro should be banned from ever making a movie ever again? Let me know in the comments down below. If you like this video, don't forget to click like and subscribe if you want to see more content from me. Thank you all so much for 100 subscribers. It means the world to me. I'm Connor McDowell, and I'm gonna go watch a movie that's actually good to try to scrub this awful mess out of my brain forever. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.
There, out in the darkness,